everyone, how are we doing today? We're going to just be doing some forest today, some jungles. I figured that'd be quite nice to do, nice and relaxing. So sort the music out, there we go. Perfect. Hello David, hello Titan of Serpents, never not so clever at this. Machi, Titan of Serpents, I think I may have already said your name, but yes, hello, welcome. Yeah, it's going to be a simple stream today, I think. I won't lie, I am very tired today. The little one, well, we're weaning her off this hammock that we've got her, well, we had her in for sleeping. And we're trying to get her to sleep in the cot, like in her own bedroom. And the first night was last night, and let's just say we didn't get much sleep, me or my wife. So, and even the baby as well. So I am running off gas right now. I was even this close to like cancelling the stream, to like put a message out saying I can't do it. But you know what? And then I thought, you know what? I've got to soldier on, and it's the only way we're ever gonna get stuff done. And it gives my wife the opportunity to take the baby out in the pushchair, and then hopefully she can have a nap then, and we won't have too much of a grizzly baby. No worries, Matchy says thank you for mentioning me on your Instagram story, the fan art. No worries. Hello Jurassic Theory. I come from Jurassic Unicast. Have they just been doing something, have they? I did not know that you were the Dino Encyclopedia Matchy, so there we go. So some of you might know, or you might have heard, Clayton has launched a new YouTube channel called Dragon Curve, and it's a channel where he wants to like sort of let his hair down, play video games, and it's not like because obviously he does all his Jurassic stuff on his own Clayton Fioriti channel, but he's launched this Dragon Curve channel to have fun with and sort of as a sort of de-stressor for himself, and somewhere to sort of let loose and have a bit more fun with. And so I reached out to Clayton because I knew how busy he was, and I offered my services as his editor. I said I could edit your videos and help you out with that, and he said yes. So go and subscribe to Dragon Curve, because that's a collaboration between me and Clayton, and if all works out, which it seems to be doing so far, we'll be working on videos together on that for the foreseeable future. And that will also, once I've got to organise some things at home, that means I'll have more time at home to work on those videos and Dino-Defenders. So potentially in the very near future, you know, once I finish the day's editing and it's in the wee hours of the night, maybe I'll get some late night streams in so we can actually do some work, or I just work on it behind the scenes. But that's what I mentioned last stream. I was mentioning that there's something going on behind the scenes that might be able to help, and that's it. So Jurassic Free says, I'm new here, what is Dino-Defenders? It's my own web series. You should go check out episodes 1, 2 and 3 on my channel. It's basically to scratch an itch that I know a lot of Jurassic fans have had for years, or fans of like dinosaur movies and that they wanted something that is aimed at a more mature audience. So that's my aim. Excuse me. Hello, Big Shark. So yeah, so go subscribe to Dragon Curve, because that's basically, if Dragon Curve becomes really popular, then you're going to see many videos with myself and Clayton working together, and You know, I said to Clayton, I said to him, like, if we combine our powers, essentially, we'll become the ultimate force to be reckoned with. And he laughed and he was like, yeah, okay. So... So I've only edited 2 videos on Dragon Curve so far. I did the first Resident Evil 4 video and the first Torok one. And he said he's going to be sending me some videos as soon as possible, maybe even tonight, for me to edit over the course of the next week. So I'll be getting on that as soon as possible. So yeah, so there's not going to be a shortage of content on that channel. So this background I'm working on right now, if I can get some done in this, this is this frame. So we did this frame a few streams back. What's going on with that top bit there? Let me just see. Does that need stretching up? Psst, I have no idea. I guess so. Save it. So this frame here is going to be this from the front. And then if I've got time, I'll do this one, which is, so you can see, got the area with the trees all smashed down here. That'll be this area here, from here, and you can see the location of this is behind where the base is. So we'll hopefully be working on that today as well, because it shouldn't take me too long to do this one. It's just a lot of shading and lighting changes more than anything else. And the most fiddly part is like just getting rid of the background on this top layer. You know what, I need to get an energy drink. Never Not So Clever, it says, just keeps Clayton's intro volume under control. Is it too loud or is it too quiet? Thank you for the $2 tip, Big Shark. That's most kind of you. Never Not So Clever, this is I joke. His older Raw intro's got a little punishing. It's cool now. Yeah. E-picking, says Dinosaur. Dinosaur. Dragon Samurai 14 asks, Pterodome, how are you doing? Good. Tired. I'm tired because my baby didn't sleep last night, because we're trying to get her to sleep in a new room, so it's all new and everything. So I don't even know how long I got sleep last night. It must have been at maximum maybe 2 hours, 3 hours maybe. But broken as well. She was awake like every 20 minutes. Never Not So Clever at This says Carnosaur 2 was a real hoot. I would recommend. Isn't that the one that's basically Aliens? Like it's like a remake of Aliens, or like plagiarizes Aliens. Titan of Serpents. Titan of Serpents says, you've been calling him E-Picking Edward. I think his name's Epic King Edward. Oh, I know. I know. What's your opinion on Cleopatra, asks David. I liked the movie. It was alright. It was good. It had some really cool moments. I've actually got it on DVD. That was the first time I ever watched it. I bought it. I was like, oh. Because I was watching this compilation of like all the films that won special effects at the Oscars. Not that I'm a fan of the Oscars or anything, but I was watching this compilation of all like the best special effects winners and trying to guess which ones they were. And Cleopatra came up, and I was like, what is that film? So I did some research. I was like, oh, it's Cleopatra. I've never seen that. So then I bought it and watched it, and I enjoyed it. Very long. E-Picking Edward says, Titan is correct, but I like the new pronunciation. So yeah, this is the fiddliest bit, just getting rid of all the background, getting rid of all that purple. Actually, I can get rid of all that as well. David asks, opinion on Rampage. I didn't rate it. I didn't like it. Thought it was boring. Boring and stupid. And I didn't like any of the actors. Big Shark Jack, do you have plans to make a misconception on the Juvie Spino? Well, not at the moment, no. So this is the thing, I have people message me all the time about the Spinosaurus in Jurassic Park 3 being a juvenile. And it's like, I don't even know what to say to that. It's like, it's a nice fan theory. Matchy says, what's your opinion on Shin Godzilla? Absolutely love it. It's one of the best Godzilla films. So this past week, I've been very busy. So the last time I actually worked on Dino-Defenders was last Sunday. So it's like, it is taking a bit of a hit in terms of my time, because I'm back to work, and I was organising with Clayton editing these videos, and I'm trying to do everything I can with my daughter. We had to sort the house. I've been sorting the bits around the house out, as I just mentioned, but like, just been a very, very busy week. So, and I was like, okay, where am I up to with Dino-Defenders? And then I have all these pre-ready made backgrounds. So it's like, right now we're in this lull period where I'm working on just getting the backgrounds finished, so then when I come to making the rest of the episode, it's like just characters and animation. One of the frames I'm working on as well at the moment is a short clip, and it has a lot of animation in it of a certain dinosaur, and that's taken me absolutely ages to get finished, because it's like, you're doing one animation cell takes about 20 minutes to do, and there's about 100 or so in there, so it's like it's just chipping away. It's like you've got a big, I'm looking now at Dino-Defenders at the moment, like a big marble statue, and every day I just go, or as much as I can a week, I just go up to it and just go and just take a little bit off it, and then I come away and do other stuff, and then I come back and I go, right, where was I? Oh yeah, and then I go away. That's how it feels. So it's very sluggish at the moment, but we'll eventually get there. Hello, Freaky Boy John Dog. How are we doing? Titan says, yeah, people were talking about the T-Rex Spino on Discord, and it was like, wait, what? People called the T-Rex a juvie, and now the Spino. See, this is the thing, right? This is the way I look at it. It's as simple as this. Why would the filmmakers of Jurassic Park 3 go through all the trouble of making the Spinosaurus this big new bad dinosaur if it was supposed to be a juvenile? Like, they were going, it's bigger than a T-Rex and all this sort of stuff. So clearly they made it take out a male, full-grown male T-Rex. I think when I was messaged about this whole bloody Spinosaurus juvenile idea, all I said was, it's young because it was cloned, in terms of the canon, it was cloned, you know, relatively soon to the events of Jurassic Park 3. But like all the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park, it's been given like growth hormones or whatever. I forget what they call them in the book. I think it's growth hormones. Basically, growth accelerators or accelerants. I can't remember. I'm too tired. But like, it's got an accelerated growth rate. That's it. And so, although it's 2-3 years old, it is fully grown. Like, it's the size that it would be if it was growing at a natural rate. Because it completely diminishes the point of the Spinosaurus that they originally intend, if it's like, oh, this is just a baby kind of thing. It's like, no, they intended it to be like what it was. Freaky Boy says, I know the Indominus Rex wasn't exactly fully grown. Yes, exactly, but they actually made a point of that in the film, didn't they? They had a character come out and say she'll be 50 feet long when fully grown. So it's like implying that she's not fully grown at the moment. So the film went out of its way to explain that, whereas Jurassic Park 3, it's like, it's just meant to be, that's it. That's how big they get. But, you know, you never know if they ever did go down that route and they retconned it, so it was like, oh yeah, no, the Spinosaurus was like a quasi-juvenile, then who knows, but... Freaky Boy says the last thing Just Fuck Free wanted to be was nuanced. Yeah. That's why I called it a fan theory. It's like it's a nice fan theory, but no, that's not where it currently stands. Okay, so we've finally got that all done. And put it back in. So it wants to be a really dark purple. Okay, and the trees, they need to be orange. So let's Never Not So Clever at This asks, is the Megaraptor fully grown? Yes. And now, even though I've said yes, you're free to go online and speculate all you want about whether it is or not. Be sure to tag me in 50 posts about it. I might need to take the colour down a bit actually in that background. Might be a bit too... See, the thing about the whole... Oh, Legendary asks, hey Jack, do you think a T-Rex versus Spinosaurus rematch is necessary to just please the fans? Like everything, right? This is what I always say with any idea in Jurassic, or anything really. Context is key. So I'm not opposed to a rematch at all. It's just how that rematch comes about in terms of the actual story, because obviously it'll always be looked at as a way of pleasing the fans, you know, or pleasing the fans who want a rematch. It's unavoidable to be looked at as fan service if they did it. But I'm the sort of person where I don't mind fan service as long as the context for it, like, to happen in the story makes sense. Then I'm fine with it. It doesn't really bother me. It's like, you know. So I'm not opposed to a rematch idea. It's just how would it be done? What's the circumstances to get the dinosaurs to meet again? Well, not again, because, well, I don't know. The T-Rex is dead, but I'll say this though, if I was doing it, if I was rematching the T-Rex and Spinosaurus, you know what I would do? Have the Spinosaurus win again. I'm evil. Evil, I tell you. Never not so clever that says, Jack, you absolute troll. Well, it's the thing is, it's like, if fans are demanding a rematch, it's like, who's to say that the Spinosaurus wouldn't win again? Everyone's worried about a rematch because they'll think they're just going to appease the T-Rex fanboys by having the T-Rex win, to be like, yeah, see, the T-Rex could win, or something like that. And it's like, okay, well, what if it doesn't? What if the rematch happens and the the Spinosaurus just wins again? It's perfectly likely. Like, there's no reason it shouldn't. No reason that scenario couldn't happen again is what I mean. The T-Rex is perfectly capable of beating the Spinosaurus. It's just, or, the Spinosaurus could trip over a log during the fight and be in a compromised position where the T-Rex manages to get it. It's all different things could happen. But no, if I was doing it, that's what I would do. I'd have the Spinosaurus win again. Freaky Boy says, Roberta ploughing through the skeleton on Main Street was enough for me. Yeah, I like that. That was fine. If they didn't do the rematch and that was where it was, that's fine. I don't care. But again, it's like, context is key. Context is always key to everything. To get the tone right. Hello, David. He says, I really like your drawing. Thank you very much. Okay. Seeing how it's starting to actually look how it should. Although the green on the grass is not entirely correct. Never Not So Clever at This says, it's amazing. It's crazy how the background can change the tone of the picture like that. Yeah, they said the Spinosaurus was going to die of cancer in that board game. That's what they were trying to approve from Universal. That's what Big Shark just brought up. It's like, no one wants that to happen. Hello, Mikey, by the way. No one wants that to happen. Have the dinosaur die of cancer, like, in a board game? Like, mentioned briefly in a board game? That's so... anticlimactic. Hey, why is the... what's going on with this? Why is the scroll now being, like, really... juttery? Why can't I scroll... Why can't I scroll in nicely? There we go. There. I know. What? Oh, it zoomed all windows, that's why. There we go. Bloody zoom all windows. I'm dealing with this. Is the new version of Photoshop they released, like early this year. So, I'm dealing with it as best I can. We'll have to box blur the background. So it gives it some depth. Don't know how well this will look, but we'll have a look. See. No, might be a bit too green. Take it down a notch. That looks a little bit better, doesn't it? And then if I grab the other green, which is this one here. What happened? Just colour in this. I've just realised something really stupid that I've just done. Look at the direction of the light on the tops of these trees. And then look at the direction of the light. Oh, I guess if that was in the dark... You know what? There's one way of fixing this. All we have to do is add a shadow over this. Like this. Here we go. There we go, that's better. Because then that means that the light is coming down and only this bit's poking out. Oh, God. We were lucky there. Okay. The drawing sound is pure ASMR. Oh, what are you doing there? Why is it now? Why is it only picking this like this? What's this all about? Why are you doing that? Oh my god, this new zoom is awful. Have I pressed the button that I shouldn't have? You know what, I'm going to click save. I'm going to close Photoshop. I'm going to reopen it. Jesus. What are your thoughts on Castaway, Jack? Asked David. It's funny you say that because I watched that like 2 nights ago. And I liked the film, but there's some things lacking in it. Like, you don't see him actually getting picked up. Which, you know, could have presented a good opportunity for... There we go, we got the zoom back. I don't know what I pressed. You know, could have had a good opportunity to show him being rescued and all that sort of stuff. Let's just see. So this is a little bit more brighter here, isn't it? Thank you for the $2 tip, Big Shark. Thank you very much. Okay. Gonna try and imitate the light coming that side. That's maybe a bit too much. Castaway is good, but it's yeah, there's a few things that I thought were missing. And also it did make me laugh that like he'd spent how long on that island, and it cuts to like 4 years later and he's still living like a complete savage. It's like he didn't spend 4 years making an awesome fortress out of all like the trees and stuff. Like, what happened? Why did he resort to living like a caveman? I'd have taken over that island. There's no natural predators there, nothing like that. I said to my wife, I was like, I'd have made that into an insanely cool fortress if I had all that time. You know, I know each day you got to find food and all that sort of stuff, but he had an abundance of those fruits. He could hunt fish really well. It's like, why didn't he dominate that island? Instead, he just acted like a little caveman. I was like, he's weak. Beta. David asks, Jack, what are some books that you have not read that you want to read? It's funny you ask that, because I've got a pile of books. David, are you someone I know? Because you're asking questions that are very specific to my life right now. You ask about Castaway, which I watched the other night, and now you're asking about books. And it's like, I got loads of books. I got a few books for Christmas that I asked for, and I also have bought myself a few books, and I've got a pile of them that I'm gonna... Because one of my things I want to do later or like one of my New Year's resolutions, which I'm actually going to stick to, is reading more. And I've started on... so I've got a pile of books. Go through those. I've got the King Arthur books, the original stories of King Arthur, which is an amazing looking book. It's so it's got like gold, it's proper leather bound. It's amazing. It's really, really good. I can't wait to get into those, but that's going to be a mission later on. I got 12 Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson, which I want to read. I've listened to his lectures, but I haven't actually read the book, so I wanted to get on that. I've got what else did I get? Law, Order and the Constitution by Harry Potter, which is about British law. So I was like, I want to learn about British law a bit more. The Origins and History of Consciousness by Eric Neumann, which is all about, as far as I know, it's all about like how humans became self-aware through telling stories, like the archetypal stories that we tell each other, and how that came to be. My wife recommends I read the Talisman by Stephen King, so I've got that on my book list. But I'm beginning it all with. I've actually got it in front of me. Oh my god, my camera is so dark. What the hell's going on? What the hell? Turn that up. Why am I so... I look like I'm sitting in the dark. It's actually really bright in here. What's going on? Guess that's how it should be. Okay, either way. There you go. I'm currently... Oh, I've just started, so I'm that far through at the moment. Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis, which is really good so far. It just lays out the idea of faith and all that. So yeah, Harry Potter wrote a book. Yeah, no, it's a guy called Harry Potter. They're all in the other room. I would go get them, but can they be bothered? Hello, Dr. Aaron Cooler. I think this is done. You know, I can tweak bits of that later. Yeah, I think I'm done with this frame. So let's merge those layers, and we'll save. That looks about right, doesn't it? And then we're going to open up this and open up frame blank. We'll copy this and bring it in. So this is the opposite side now of the road. We need that to be like this. Yeah, that's okay. So this is going to be like a as you can see, as it says at the top, this is when the Megalosaurus come and like at the base attacking. That's what this whole scene's about. But it also gives you some geography. So we've got the trees here. That's where they emerge, where these fallen trees are, and the base is just here. So right, so duplicate the layer again. Oh no, actually I don't need to duplicate the layer, do I? I need to just get rid of the sky. Get rid of the sky. Matchy says, "Wait, Megalosaurus? Yeah, there's Megalosaurus. 2 of them in this series. They haven't been revealed. Well, they've been kind of revealed in an old stream, but I haven't revealed what they look like properly. Not fully." Pretty simple. Dr. Aaron Cooler asks, do you really believe the dinosaurs were real? No, I think they're actually completely fake. I think there's a team of people who go out there and they'll bury these fake bones. And they do it all around the world to promote this idea that the Earth is so a certain amount of time in age. You know, 4 billion years or whatever it is. It's all a lie. Get your tinfoil out, guys. What's a dinosaur? Yeah. Right, and now what I'm going to do is duplicate the layer, and we'll do what we did before, but with these trees over here. Legendary says, I've seen dinosaurs. They fly, have beaks, feathers, and they chirp and eat seeds from my garden. Dr. Aaron Cooler said, they're called birds. Yeah. No one's ever seen a real dinosaur. Let's put it that way. What you see in museums are reconstructions of the fossils. They keep the real bones deep under the museums, where no one can see them except the scientists who work on them, when really they're just sat there having coffee, playing video games and smoking weed. They're not doing any real work. And then someone goes, and then they have to have an interview with like National Geographic about some discovery that they announced ages ago, and then they're like, oh yeah, it was like some, you know, dinosaur with a trunk, and we're calling it Trunkiesaurus Rex. And everyone's like, oh my god, yeah, it's new revolutionary idea about what dinosaurs look like. Trunkiesaurus Rex is the new thing. And then the scientists go back down into the basement of the museum, light up a joint, and watch I don't know, something. Dank memes on YouTube. Big Shark says, stream name, dinosaurs aren't real. See, this is the problem now with the new YouTube stuff. If I was to actually call the stream dinosaurs aren't real, I wouldn't be surprised if my channel got a strike from that. Because they're really cracking down on conspiracy stuff. And it's really irritating because like making up conspiracies is kind of funny. And it's, you know, really irritating that they're doing that. So I probably could do that, but I don't want to risk getting some sort of random strike on this channel over a joke. Because, you know, no one can be funny anymore on the internet. It has to be all strict bureaucratic regulation. It's like, YouTube? No, it's them tube now. Hello, Riley. Mikey says the rules are crazy, so many restrictions. Yeah, and it's really frivolous restrictions for the most part. It's like, again, context is key. Like, if someone's making a joke and it's clearly a joke, then they shouldn't get in trouble for it. So too many fingers, too many cooks spoil the broth, as they say, right? That's how the saying goes. And YouTube algorithms, like, they're trying to make it so, you know, the algorithm can pick up on things that go against YouTube's terms and conditions, which they seem to change every 5 seconds. And then they're like, what you like watching, here's more of that sort of stuff, and then it sort of just builds up and up and up. People viewing, it's like, almost like it builds an echo chamber. When really, like old school YouTube, it was like you were literally left to discover like whatever you want. And whatever became popular was literally through word of mouth, people passing videos to each other like, have you seen this video? Have you seen this video? Whereas now, no one really does that anymore. Because they don't have to. Because the algorithm's like, here's a video that you might like, here's a video that you might like. Okay, so now we're going to try and match the lighting of this. There's something I want to do there, actually. So what did we do last time? Well, actually, I do want to duplicate the layer again, because the trees in the background, or the hills, I actually want to cut out, because they're going to be a different colour. What's fun about this background as well, the sky. I've been taking pictures of the sky at night and in the mornings, because there's been a lot of like skies that have suited this scene. So I've been like taking pictures of them. We'll import one in a minute. See what we've got. I'm just going to turn the light on because I'm worried I'm not going to be... Oh no, it's not too bad actually, no, don't worry. Actually no, I will, because the light from the screen is like hitting me a bit too harshly. Gary says, I just woke frozen solid and you're not paying attention to iLive? What? What are you talking about, Gary? Titan says he does have legs. David asks, what's your opinion on Big Trouble in Little China? Love that movie. It's a lot of fun. And I don't think they make... It's kind of like in a league of its own, that movie. I can't really think... Name a film that is like Big Trouble in Little China. I couldn't name one. Right, let's get this last little bit done.
Yeah, let's get this last little bit done. Come on, Jim boy.
It's my impression of Long John Silver from the Disney film.
Yep, come on, lad.
Little Trouble in Big China, says Aaron Cooler. Yeah, Treasure Planet is a good film. Yeah, I actually quite enjoyed that game in the end. I got another game given to me for Christmas. So one day in the future I'll get back to gaming. At some point. It's all predicated on when the baby sleeps. That's the thing. That's what it is. Me and my wife were talking about this. Like, how much of the human race would... How many problems of the human race would be solved if babies just knew how to sleep from 9 p.m. till 6 in the morning? How many problems could be solved by that alone? Because it would actually be easy to look after them if you could just sleep. Legendary, no, I haven't played any of the Dead Space games. I've watched a few of them. I watched a few people playing bits of them, but I've never actually played them myself. Right, so let's, to get the lighting right, let's import a sky. So you can see in this frame here, the opposite side, it's still dark, so the sun is rising this side. So it's meant to be morning. So let's see, what images have I got? Skies, let's see. Oh, we've got some nice... Oh. Actually, I'll just open up... God, I took some really nice pictures of skies. Right, here we go. Bing, 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 bing. Look at that. That's near my house. That is a Jurassic Park sky if I ever saw one. That's the same place. I think it might have to be that one. Yeah, because this one's too bright. This one's not too bad. I took this one from the car. Oh no, I didn't. I was walking. I always want to know what these posts are. What are these poles? There's just these poles popping up everywhere. What are they? Some 5G alien technology. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for that first one I opened. Stick that in there. Oh look, you can see through some of the layer that I didn't get rid of all the I just read in the chat. Who said that? Matchy said traffic lights are very aggressive during their mating season. Just imagine traffic lights mating. Oh god, what an image. Right, okay, so let's get this sky. Yeah, look at that, like a blood red sky. Oh, love it. I love it. You know what, you kind of want it like that. And just get rid of add a little sun. Yeah. Right, so now we can edit the... Oh, you know what, that doesn't look too bad actually. But I'm going to do it like this. Colour balance, so we want this to be really orange. Like so. And then we take the burn tool. We'll burn it. Already looks like a painting, says Time Serpents. Well, technically it is a painting because it's a watercolour painting, but I know what you mean. Oh, you mean the sky? Sorry, yeah, the sky already looks like a painting. What was that? Never Not So Clever at This asks, or says, all the skies I've seen you make only raise more interesting questions about the storm. Is it Titan's birthday on Tuesday? If it is, happy birthday, Titan. Camille says, hello Pterodome, happy to be catching a stream. Hello there, Camille. Thank you for joining us. Most kind of you to be here. Okay, so let's darken the mountains in the background. I won't ask how old you'll be, Titan, so don't worry. But yes, happy birthday for Tuesday. Now I'm just going to add a hint of green. Because it is meant to be like forest, isn't it? Okay, look at that. Isn't that looking swish? Now, let's do what we did before with this. See, we've got to match this, so this is obviously looking a lot redder than we expect, but we'll change it, don't you worry, Actually, it says photo filter. Oh, I've just noticed. Oh, I guess, yeah, it's just there. Dr. Aaron says, turn it totally dark. What do you want me to... Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, aggressive. I mean, that's what it looks like at night. And then out comes the sun. Get it looking like this. See, now I actually want to change this to a bit more grass, because I don't think I've drawn the grass as properly as I could have on this frame when I painted it. So let's just change the colour. So it's more greeny. 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 Okay. Yeah, not looking too bad. What's the best meat gravy? Asks Never Not So Clever at This. Best meat gravy. You know what? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Do they have specific names? What do you put on lamb? I don't know. Turkey gravy. Turkey burpee, burpee, banana, burpee. Big Shark says, "Oh Jack, have the bots come back after you named the stream Big Meaty Sausage?" No, the bots, they gave up. So thank God for that. Gradient overlay. Big Meaty Sausage. The Big Meaty Sausage. Ooh. The Big Meaty Sauce. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm going to duplicate that layer. We are going to... What's funny is when I animate on this frame, I've got to animate the lighting on the dinosaurs as well. So it's going to be like a really painstaking process. But again, we'll get there eventually. One day this will be done, and then we've still got a whole other episode to go. So that gives that subtle bit of lighting there. I think for the grass, because there's a bit stuck out there, isn't there? So if I just grab a colour of that, I can blend the grass here by just drawing, because it's a little bit messy. So I can just draw a little bit on there. Like so. This is also like somewhere blending the grass to the background. Maybe that needs to be a bit darker. Gary says that's grass, not flooding water. Well, yeah, I'm trying to imitate the on the other, because I noticed on these two frames here, like look at the grass comes away from the trees quite a fair bit, but when I painted the background for this, you can see I painted a very short grass section, so I needed to sort of match what I'd done before and blend it in better. Oh no, it's doing that thing again. Why? What did I click? What did I click? No! I hate this. Why is it doing that? No, I don't know. I must have clicked something. I'm just going to live with it for now. Wait, can I get down here? Can I zoom in here, not up here? Why are you zooming up? Come on, go down. There we go. Jesus. Okay, just changing some of the lighting on this. Yeah. Some other things I need to tweak as well, lighting wise, I've just realised. Why is it so quiet now? Because I'm just concentrating and the chat has gone quiet. He said, okay, now it's loud. It's because I'm talking. I'm finally talking again. Yeah, yes. Yeah, Jude's alive, Gary. Jude lives. Speaking of which, I managed to get the frame finished from last stream. Let me just pull that up. Where is it? So this is what I finished the other day. Was this frame here when it loads. can see Jude is sat there, and Rose is in bed, and then if I click play, see the heart monitors going. There's a video playing on a screen, which Sick Triceratops sent me, so it's just a random video. And then Kate comes in, and Jude's eyes look over as she comes in. So yeah, but I managed to find the bag which I had lost last time. So I think if I where did I save it? I think I saved it in here. So I've managed to find the embryos in the bags. Like, I finally managed to find this, which I could use. So these are the Kentrosaurus version 8 embryos that are in there. Hey, look, the zoom seems to be working. But anyway, where are we? So I'm just going to darken this background here. Right, now what I need to do is edit the destruction of the base. Oh, I get you, Gary. I get you. Riley says, from the heart monitor, Rose is not doing too well. Never Not So Clever that says, Rose is hardcore. She'll do fine. Camille says, normally I have trouble understanding the English accent, but Pterodame's accent is so soothing to listen to, so wonderful. Well, thank you very much. That's very kind of you to say. My wife has a podcast called Pod of Tea, and she got some fan mail the other day from someone in America. And because I go on that podcast quite a bit, they said, your husband sounds like Jude Law. And like, I listened to some Jude Law interviews and I was like, I don't hear it. But I guess as someone who isn't British, maybe I do sound like Jude Law to them. But yeah, I thought it was quite funny. Aaron Cooler says you look a little bit like him, to be honest. No, I look like Ian Beale, apparently, from some character from EastEnders. That's what all the guys in our friendship group were saying the other day. I had no idea who that was, and then they pointed it out, and I was like laughing. Hello, Lewis. How are we doing? Going to neaten up this. I look like Ewan McGregor. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. But Obi-Wan, saying that all Siths deal in absolute is an absolute. What are you talking about? This is Jedi propaganda. Star Wars is Jedi propaganda. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. Really? Really? Is that an absolute conclusion? You bloody Jedi liar. Liar! Liar! You're not very good now, Lewis. What's the matter? I'm tired, but I'm doing well, aside from being insanely tired. Just neatening up the background here. Well, look after yourself, Lewis. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. Right, let me think. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Lighten up the trees here. Matchy says, this stream was sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Whoop. Oh, I better save this. Jeez. Before something happens. There we go, luckily saved it. God, that would have been bad, wouldn't it? After all that, I don't save it. And then it bloody crashes or something. This is what I want to do. Have Lewis says, by the way, did you hear we'll have a video on this week, Jack? What do you mean? What do you mean video on this week? Who are you talking about? Reveal your secrets, Lewis. What are you talking about? See you later, Matchy. Thanks for coming along. Oh, you'll see, says Lewis. Okay. Never Not So Clever. This says, breaking news. Alex Kurtzman to direct season 1 of BBC Jurassic Park reboot. No. No. Nightmare fuel, that is. Nightmare fuel. Right, I'm just going to do another. So we've got that layer, yep. Do another gradient overlay, but this time with a darker orange to match this. Okay, that's not looking too bad. What I might do now is... oh wait, is that... that's that. That's that. So I might just actually blend these two. God, look at that, how crazy that looks when I don't have this top layer. I'm just going to grab the orange on that. So I kind of feel like I should probably add a bit more of an orange glow, considering the sunrise here. And then, wait, where's the... Because this is all part of this scene as well, so... As you can see, this is now... No, wait, that's not it, is it? That's the edit version. Where's the final one? That's this one, right? Yeah, it's like the sun is rising a bit more by the time we get to these frames. So it's like a bit more yellow in colour compared to the red. Unless I change the colour of the sky. Yeah, maybe if I just tweak it just a little bit more, like... that, and then just tweak the... Nope, wrong layer. Just tweak the mountains in the background to be a bit more like that. No, you know what? I do kind of like the redness of that sky, so I might just leave it. Lewis asks, Jack, can we see your Jurassic Misconception videos in the future? Yeah, I'll probably do some more in the future, but not not soon. Dr. Aaron Cooler asks, who would win in a fight, Jurassic Park Raptor Squad or Jurassic World Raptor Squad? Well, you're basically talking about brains over brawn with that fight, so it's, I guess, whatever one you think. You know, it depends on the scenario, because the ones from Jurassic Park would win, I would say, if it was like literally just one-on-one fight with no other external things for them to use, whereas the ones from Jurassic World, if they could use things around their environment, things around them, I don't know, they're smart, but again, the ones from Jurassic World aren't, like, not tough. It's a misconception that they're not tough. Blue is the biggest velociraptor in the entire series, so she's definitely got, like, size on her side as well. I've just remembered another fatal flaw. Oh no, maybe not. Okay, so we can add smoke in from the base up here. So okay, I'm going to do the unthinkable and merge the layers. So now I've only got 2 layers. Going to blur the background a bit. Then we're also going to Dr. Aaron Cooler says, and brawn always wins. Well, it depends, doesn't it? Oh, I need to just quickly add the orange bits on there. Thank you for the $2 tip, Big Shark. Again, amazing. You're too kind. You're too kind, man. Too kind. Gary says, are Kyle, Jess and Mia going to be coming into the road, or will the Megalosaurus be walking down it, passing them by? I'm not revealing anything. This is... I hate to keep you guys waiting so long, but life gets in the way. So it's going to take a while for you to see this, but we'll eventually get there. One day episode 4 will be released, and it'll be the best episode yet. Hey, look at that. So, yeah, I've completed GTA 5, David. Okay, so now what I'm going to do... Whoa, why can't I merge those? Because of an error. Why is there an error? Why is there an error? Can I save this? Okay, I can save that. Why can't I merge these layers? Of a program error. Oh my god, we're getting a pop-up saying Photoshop has crashed. Ugh. Okay, well let me quickly add the gradient overlay on these. Yeah, that's what we want. We want some sort of light source coming from that way. Convert it to a smart object. And then highlights. I might just change the yeah. Save. So there, now you've got the light, you see. And then this one, all I might do is just... Oh, wrong one. Change that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so... Okay, we've got... Oh, I just want to edit that, but I can't merge those layers. Okay, that's annoying. But can I save that? Save it as tree sunrise 1 PNG, and then save this as sunrise 2, but we'll save this one as a JPEG. A JPEG. A JPEG. Right, file, save that. And now what we're going to do is open up VideoPad. Hopefully VideoPad works. I did download a new video editing software to edit Clayton's videos for him. So let's go to the editing. Ba-bling! Oh, what's going on with my webcam? Look at that. So I've got my new webcam. It's like... That's not going to work. frame now. Okay, so what do we want? We want episode 4. We want those 2 frames we just did. We want the frame edge. And we want the atmospheres. And we want smoke. See you later, Big Shark. Did he leave? Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't notice that Big Shark said he had to leave before he sent that last super chat. So thank you very much, man. Sorry, I don't even know if you're here, but if you catch the stream later, sorry, I forgot to say goodbye. Mikey says, I really like the way you blend the sky photos to the landscape. Yeah, thank you, man. Well, I just figured like it's kind of cool having like a realistic sky. Gives it a certain look. And David asks, what are your thoughts on the Thing movies? The original The Thing from Another World is amazing. An absolute masterpiece classic. Absolutely love that film. Terrifying. Scary movie. And John Carpenter's The Thing is another masterpiece, but for entirely different reasons. And The Thing prequel, even though it's called The Thing still, to John Carpenter's one, sucks ass. It had a couple of good ideas going for it, but not great. So might as well get this going complete. Now if we move this over. If I was to direct a remake of The Thing, how would you do it? For starters, I wouldn't do it, but for the sake of argument, I would do the prequel set at the Norwegian facility, but I would actually hire Norwegian actors and have it set. Actually have it, the events that they find in the Thing film play out different. I'd do what the remake or what the Thing prequel tried to be, but do it better. There we go. Look, we've got some smoke rising out there. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad actually. It looks alright. Just that actually. I don't know if I need anything else. Right, add the borders. You know what? No, I don't want to change the colour of the smoke. What do I want to do? No, let's just export it. No, actually, no. I do want to change the colour of the smoke. I want to add warmth to it. Temperature. There you go. So it should be more orange now. That smoke rising. Ooh, it's got to render it. Not going to do grass on that side of the road. No. Yeah, that looks much better now. The smoke seems to blend with the background more. Now what I'm going to do actually is export the video file. And we're going to save it as sunrise. I'm going to save it in 2K while that's rendering. Shouldn't take too long. Then I'm going to import it again, and then I'm going to change the glowiness so I can make that sun really glow. So it's at 78%, 80, 90, and kablam, we're done. So let's add in that file. Where is it? There it is. It's a completed frame. So if I just delete what I've done, add in the frame. Now if I go to effects, you can't see the window that I'm using, but like I can add a glow. Actually, maybe I will show you, give you guys a little bit of so I go display capture so you can actually see. So here we go. So I click effects down here, click the little plus, we've got all the effects here. We want glow, got the glow. So that, as you can see, look, it adds a proper glow, but I don't want it to necessarily look like that to begin with, so I'm going to take the glow down a bit to 8. I'm going to click plus to add a keyframe, go all the way to the end, add another plus, and then all I'm going to do is wave this line by adding keyframes, and that will up the glow and bring the glow down in like a wave. So hopefully it will give this like weird sort of pulsating glow to the sun and everything. So let's have a look. That's very subtle. You guys might not even be able to see it on the live stream. Maybe a little bit more. Oh, pardon me. Okay, and we have to wait for this little green bar at the top here to zoom right to the end, because then that means it's rendered the piece, so we can view it in the preview. There you go. Yeah, now we're going to export it again. Might actually get rid of the display capture so you don't see my folders and everything. Yeah. Gonna save it as Megalosaurus Road Sunrise. Save it in 2K again. Great. So then when I come to do the actual animation, I can use the frame I've been painting in Photoshop to add all the frames and do all the animation cells, and then all I have to do is put them over this video background in the final shot. So Dale Smith says, if you had the option to ask Michael Crichton one question about his novel Jurassic Park, what would it be? I would ask... I would ask about how much of Westworld, like why did he sort of repeat this motif of a theme park going wrong with Jurassic Park that he'd already sort of tackled with Westworld? I'd want to know why he was drawn to that idea. There you go. Okay, that's done. So now let's flip back over to Photoshop. And we're going to open up what we just done. Hopefully it works. Road Sunshine. Here we go. So we want to go fit screen so you can see. So I click play. The smoke rises in the right, and the sun, you can't, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it is very subtly glowing, like really subtle. You can kind of see it around here, but it just gives it this glow that, like if I move this quickly, you might be able to see. Can you see the sky pulsating? Like, it just kind of gives it. It's a very subtle effect, but it gives it this kind of like look that it's there. Okay, so that's done. Hey, look at that. We did that frame. We did 2 frames. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Close. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. we are at a crossroads now, so let's see, what else can I work on? Should we add Rose into the hospital again? I think we should. Here we go. This is what we need to use. I might just nip to the toilet quickly. I will be back as soon as possible. Okay, I'm back. Right, so basically, because I added in some extra stuff, I need to now cut out this bloody this thing again. So if I might just cut this out and then I can use it whenever. I can use it in other frames. So if I get the rubber, Legendary asks, what other misconceptions would you like to address, Jack? Specifically to do with Jurassic Park, I'm guessing you're asking. There's a weird one that kind of is, I guess it's kind of debatable, but I haven't really, I don't know if I'm overthinking it, but there's the whole where the Ankylosaurus is situated in Jurassic World. Now, I'm under the impression they're in a restricted area and they weren't in the Gyrosphere Valley, because there seems to be this idea, which is the misconception, that the Ankylosaurus were in the Gyrosphere Valley, and then the Indominus broke through that gate, and then they wandered through after the Indominus had broken through. But I'm under the impression that the Indominus went and attacked, was in Gyrosphere Valley, went and attacked the Apatosaurus, broke through that gate into a restricted area, not necessarily the restricted area at the top of the island, but the restricted area that just a random restricted area, which is where the visitor center is, because there are more than one, and I believe you can see them on the maps in the control room, that there's more than one restricted area. I believe my memory might be wrong on that, but yeah, so the Indominus broke in there and was hunting the Ankylosaurus. Now the things that, well, actually another bit of evidence, let me see if I can pull that up just quickly. Where is it? So there's Where is it? Oh, bugger. I just downloaded it. Where is it? Or is it asking? Oh, it's asking me where to save it. Downloads. Here we go. There's this image, which is from the set of Jurassic World, and it shows the gyrospheres where they go, and it shows. Funny enough, it shows all these like dinosaurs. You've got Apatosaurus, Triceratops, Parasaurolophus, Stegosaurus. Now those 4 are the ones we actually see in the film. Obviously, it looks like they've got Brachiosaurus on here as well, which would make sense considering they were on the island. And it says here, while rolling along in the valley, be on the lookout for Apatosaurus, Parasaurolophus, Stegosaurus, Triceratops, plus many others. Now that's the thing that could undo this theory, per se. The many others could be Ankylosaurus, but my argument is that if we're going to go down this route, they show the Brachiosaurus on here, so that, you know, they could have them in this area at some point. And there's also other dinosaurs, like what the hell's that down there, but there's no Ankylosaurus on here. They even do have the logos up here, but this is just a background prop, but some fans really do lean in on like what the props show and stuff. But the misconception is, I think the Ankylosaurus are in a restricted area. And I think one of the pieces of visual evidence for why they're in a restricted area comes from the moment when they smash their tails into the gyrosphere and it cracks it. So perhaps they were going to be in the gyrosphere valley, but then they realised that they were too dangerous for the gyrosphere, so then they took them out. But there was this misconception going around, especially when the film had just come out, where everyone was saying, oh, the Ankylosaurus broke through that fence. And it's like, no, the film clearly shows claw marks from the Indominus on it. And then some fans couldn't wrap their head around why the Indominus would go back into the restricted area. But it's like, the Indominus doesn't know that area is a restricted area in terms of, like... It just thinks it's going to, like... It's just exploring, it's going anywhere, so it just decided to go through that gate. The only other thing that sort of kind of throws that off, well, this doesn't throw doesn't throw my theory off, but it kind of it's a fault of the film. Let's say the Indominus breaks through that fence, but then you see, like, only a few meters away, there's like a Stegosaurus grazing under a tree or whatever. And it's like, you'd think the Stegosaurus would be a bit alarmed if the Indominus was there like a few minutes ago. But then again, maybe they're implying that the Stegosaurus weren't there, and, you know, when the dinosaurs stampeded, when the boys were driving along in the gyrosphere, that, like, that area where the Indominus was breaking through that gate didn't really have any dinosaurs in that area for a long time, until the boys started riding in their gyrosphere, and they all sort of went in the same direction. And then once the boys caught up to the gate, that's where some of the dinosaurs were just, like, chilling out because they'd calmed down or whatever. But it's one of those things where it's like, you can overthink this kind of stuff, and I think that's what I'm doing. So that's why I'm a bit like, yeah, I don't know if this works as a kind of a misconception, but I don't know. David asks, is the schedule for the streams changing, or is it going to be the same? It's going to be the same as far as I know. Like, if they change, I will let you know by doing a post update on the channel. Lewis says, yeah, when I was doing my research for Jurassic World ebook, it said the valley had 30 species, and the website said Anki was part of the valley. Yeah, this is the thing. There's always this sort of, like, there's always contradicting information. So this is the problem with leaning on, like, background information and that. But I think the way the film is meant to present it is like it's clear that the Indominus broke through that gate because you've got the claw marks. You can see the claw marks where the Indominus ripped through that gate. And obviously when the boys go in there, the Ankylosaurus are in there. Now, some people have speculated that, you know, the Indominus broke through and then the Ankylosaurus walked in there afterwards. And that just... The reason I'm a bit dubious about that idea is because, like, the timing of everything just seems really all over the place. It's just a bit messy. It's not clear, and it's one of those things that I was disappointed that, like, Camp Cretaceous didn't clear up, because I reckon that was a perfect opportunity to, like, show what happened a little bit. Like, you have, and how you do it is you have a scene in Camp Cretaceous where a guy's on this like 4x4 and he's out and he's in the Gyrosphere Valley like looking for lost gyrospheres, or maybe even he's out there trying to collect gyrospheres. Like, okay, here's my pitch, right? How to make that scene clear in Camp Cretaceous and what a missed opportunity they could have done, right? You know when in Jurassic World Claire calls someone and says they're lost, there's 2 kids lost in the valley, and then you hear the guy over the phone say, "We've got our hands full." What you do in Camp Cretaceous is you cut to the opposite side of that call where someone is listening in to that conversation, like one of the workers, and we have a tiny little subplot where a guy hears that and then he's like, right, maybe he's near like the camp counselors, like maybe they're in the vicinity, and that's how we see this play out. But the you hear that guy go, "We've got our hands full, we can't do it, Claire," or something. He's like, apologise, and then he runs off and he's busy. But there's another worker who overhears this, and he goes, we see him go off and get on a quad bike or in one of those little golf carts, and then he goes off and into the Gyrosphere Valley looking for it. The Indominus, he then sees the Indominus attacking an Apatosaurus, and then he panics, drives, and the Indominus chases him, and he gets to the gate, puts in his logging code, the gate starts to open, and he zips through on the golf buggy, and then the Indominus claws its way through the gate as it's like opening, chases him. We see that he goes past the visitor center, and the Indominus gets him and eats him, and that's where we see that crash cut that the boys find. And then we see the Indominus, like, after eating him, look over, and in the very, very distance, you can see some Ankylosaurus, like, walking around. And the Indominus then camouflages and dips into the bushes, and then... Done. That's how you do it. And then, like, maybe, you know... I don't know. There's something there, I think. Anyway, right, so enough of that crap. Production assets. Okay, a file save. I'm just going to save this as a separate file, so we want save it in Rose Quarters and call it drip bag, because we're going to need this in other shots. So drip bag goes over here. There we go. Yeah, that's not too bad, is it? Yeah, Lewis, the number of dinosaurs in the Jurassic World series, like, it's all over the place. Like, they didn't make a clear number and stick to it. They just sort of, they're making it up as they go along. They're just like, yeah, Jurassic World's a zoo, so there's things they're growing that they're not going to tell the public about. So they're not on brochures and all this sort of stuff. That's how they get away with it. They're using the JP free model of InGen not, explaining stuff on the list. Okay, so now, let's up the glow on that. Might actually change it. Legendary says, I just say it's Deus Machina or lazy writing just to get Zack and Gray in the restricted area, same as Jurassic Park when the T-Rex escapes the paddock, but later there is a cliff for some reason. The cliff in Jurassic Park is always there. It's just they didn't film it properly. Like, it's part of the moat system. It's very subtle, but you can see the ground drop in the scene where they are looking at the goat for the first time. Like, the camera pans up between the two tall cars and you can see that the ground kind of goes, but it's like a blink and you'll miss it shot. And you can only really notice it via the tree line. Because you see the tops of the trees go down. Yeah. But we answered that in the on the DPG website. Wow, what is going on? Why can't I get rid of this blue light here? Oh, okay. But then why is it 30? What is going on? Why can't I get rid of it? I don't want to get rid of it in like a solid chunk. I want to get rid of it in like a subtle way. God, I don't know what's going on with Photoshop after this update. There's like certain things you can't do. It's really irritating. So now I can get rid of that inner. Maybe it's the flow. Maybe if I take the flow down. No. See this line, you can kind of see this blue line. I can't get rid of it. I'm rubbing out as much as possible, but oh well. I bet it'll work for here. Yeah, it works on this layer. For some reason, the glow layer, it's like, nope. Yeah, we on the DPG viral website, where is it? DinosaurProtectionGroup.com. We worked on the viral site for Fallen Kingdom, and it is Investigation the Old Park. We got Yaroslav to make this image, which is on the official Jurassic World viral website, which shows the old T-Rex paddock, because you've got the old tour car in the background there, look. And you've got where the other one fell down, and he drew it so you could see the original intent was that the ground comes up, like the moat comes up like this. So he used Brachiosaurus to show them coming up the hill. Which is kind of cool. I like that image. But that's in the Investigation the Old Park report on the Dinosaur Protection Group. Okay. Oh, I might just... Oh, now you're doing it. Now you're doing it. There we go. That's better. That's what I wanted to do. Right, so let's get Rose. Nope. Get Rose. There we go. So now layer new. Alright, we're gonna draw Rose line in the bed. Hello, Dale. Actually, I do want to open up the Rose file. So I believe there's a side shot of her. There is. Oh, there's one already with colour. There it is. Okay, so we did that. Do want to add a new layer. Just call it white. Oh no, wait, we already have that layer. Let's do this. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's do this. See you later, Lewis. Thanks for coming by. Gary says, I wonder if she'll talk delirious about the pilots going too fast or grounding Mia for showing Jess too much around the petri dish. Or you'll have to wait and see what happens. So she has this head bandage on, which actually is going to go round like this. Get this all kind of matching up. Get her arm in the sling. Mikey says, will she ask, where are my glasses? Wait, I can afford to buy more glasses. No. But I like that. Where are my glasses? Where are you going to afford my glasses? Have you seen The Witch? Yes, I have. I didn't rate it too highly. The Vivitch or whatever it is. Yeah, I wasn't overly impressed with that. Okay, so I think that will do for that. I might just change the Never Not So Clever. It says, so we've gotten Secret Jude lore. How about some Deep Wesley lore? Wesley, not much to say on Wesley. Wesley's kind of like a given. He specializes in capturing dangerous animals. Really, that's it. That's his lore. There's not much to him. And he worked with John. Like they worked together. Or did. Okay, so let's just add in. What's your opinion on Shutter Island, says David? I watched it once, it was okay. Don't really fancy watching it again. Right, so let's add the colour. The colour. Let's add the colour. Mikey asked, did Jess work with Wesley and or John before? No. No. Jess didn't know John or Wesley before going on this trip. But they did spend some time together before going, you know, in prep. Legendary says, Jack, since Disney are making plans for their franchises by making TV shows and movies, what do you think of their upcoming Alien TV series that's going to be set on Earth? Okay, so just for context, I've been an Alien fan since I was about 4 years old. Watched the first Alien, was terrified, obviously, and then but grew up loving the franchise. I don't like the idea of Disney owning it, and I could not care less about a TV show. Especially one set on Earth. I just don't care. All I care about in the Alien franchise going forward is if we get a conclusion to David's story. But even then, with Disney at the helm, I'm like, I don't know. I just don't think it's going to be good. I just don't care. Like, I absolutely love the Alien franchise as it stands now, but going forward, I have my doubts that I'm going to be impressed by or be on board with anything they do. Like, Ridley Scott left us, I say this almost every stream, but Ridley Scott left such a tantalising cliffhanger at the end of Covenant with what could potentially come next. And it just seems like no one wants to follow it up. So it's like, ugh, okay, great. Gary says, was Jess at a fossil dig site when Rose invited her to come? If so, could you clarify what species her and her team dug up? No, I haven't really thought about where Jess was as Rose approached her specifically. But you remember she said she'd read a paper that Jess read that got her interested in Jess's ideas on dinosaur bone structures. Yeah, but Dr. Aaron Cooler, Raised by Wolves, that wasn't a Disney production, was it? I still haven't seen that, Raised by Wolves. Yeah, I mean, that's the only glimmer of hope, that Ridley Scott is involved with the Disney stuff, but at the same time it's like, how much control is he going to actually have? We don't know. And I'm hearing rumours that that they're straying away from the Covenant Prometheus stuff, like the David storyline. It's like, I don't know, I just don't care. Until you conclude what you finish, or what you started, sorry. If you finish what you started, then I'm all ears. But if you're just going to, like, break away and leave it, it's like, ugh. It's like, great. Just give up. That's the... That's Hollywood for you. If it doesn't make money, they don't care. But I believe Covenant made a lot of money. No, David, I don't consider any of the comics canon. The Jurassic comics. Dr. Aaron Cooler. That's why Wolves was interesting. It fits much more into David's story than other Xeno stuff. That might be true, but it doesn't have David specifically. That's what I'm talking about. Like, we need a conclusion to David's character. Like, he needs comeuppance for what he's done. Like, we need to know, like, what happens to him. So while, like, Raised by Wolves or whatever seems fitting in terms of its content and all that sort of stuff, it doesn't deal with the character of David specifically. So it's like, no, I'm not. Like, I'll watch that, but it's like that's nothing to do with Alien, in my opinion. Never not so clever with this. Thank you very much for the $5 tip. He asks, how much of your original concept around the lion lives on in Dino-Defenders Extreme? There's a very tangible link between the two. A very loose link, not tangible. What am I talking about? It's the complete opposite of what I mean. But it's nothing really. The Silver Lion's script is a completely different story. But yeah, thank you for the super chat. That's most kind of you. Okay, and then I'm just going to get the grey for the pillow. So to redo the pillow. Because the angle was all wrong. I haven't seen any of the Looney Tune movies in some time, David, so I can't give you an answer really. Okay. Almost there. And then we'll just do that little bit under the... we'll do all the lighting and everything and change the colour of the... the outlines. So we want this to be like that. That's all the where the dried blood was. And then we're gonna zoom in. Let's see, what did we do? We had stitches, 2 stitches. Stitches! No legendary. I haven't seen Mandalorian. I haven't seen any Mandalorian. I don't really care about that. David asks, what do you think about the evolution of Claire? It's got some interesting ideas in it, but it's a bit of a wasted potential of a book. A bit too convoluted for what it is. I could have written a much better book. And a much more engaging book for Jurassic fans. Alright, so let's now change. That, and then let's do the head on the pillow. And then let's just change the lines. Change the outline. The pillow's going to be first. We'll change the pillow to dark grey. Actually, do that. Go through here. Might actually change that to like a white because of the lighting. Around the edge, we're going to change, go around the ear because we don't want to have the ear the same colour. Okay, so now change this to a grey. And again, we'll use the tool to make the top of her head white. Well, actually, just her hair. Like so. Change the ear colour. So it's like an off pink, like a so we go to pink and then change the lighting. Dale says, when Lockwood cloned Maisie, do you think it's possible that John Hammond was smart enough to tell Lockwood that he'd have himself cloned in secret? I have no idea. I think the only human clone in the series is Maisie. I don't think they're going to do anything like have Hammond or Lockwood cloned. Okay, might just do the ear colour again so it matches the rest of her. Clone Cooper, yes, there you go. Titan of Serpents has the right idea. Cooper shall live on. Okay, so now I'm going to blend these and then we're just going to neaten up this layer. Don't think we need... do we? Maybe we do. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Alright, we're just going to go through and neaten up what we've done. Dale says, I wonder if the whole dinosaur-human hybrid thing wasn't a lie and still could possibly happen. No, I don't think it's going to happen. If it does, it'll be someone else well after Dominion, crazy enough to think to do it. No one really wants human dinosaur hybrids, legendary. I've said in the past that, again, context is key, So like you could have some sort of like dead failed experiment on a table that someone discovers and have this kind of spooky scene where you don't see it fully, but it's like underneath a tarp, and you just see the characters lift up the tarp and have a look at the corpse of a failed experiment, and you only see like maybe a brief glimpse at what it was, but you don't see the whole thing. You know, that could work, I think, in a Jurassic sort of film, but I don't think anyone wants that. So I think context is key. If they were to do it, that's how I would do it. It wouldn't be like you see one running around, but you'd see that they attempted something crazy and it just failed miserably. Hello Matchy, welcome back. David asks, have you played the Jurassic World Explorer fan game? Yeah, I believe so. Okay, so let's add a shadow underneath Rose. That took a while. Where is it? Drop shadow. So to separate her from the background. Get the lighting right. Where do we want distance? Like so. We're actually going to save this as a different file. And then we're going to add a gradient overlay because of the lighting. There we go, that's what we want. Basically just on the top of her head. Top of the dome. Might even blur the bag in the foreground. Yeah, and the background. Whoa, wrong one. Convert Rose to a smart object so then I can edit the shadow on another layer. Never Not So Clever says, is that the Trial of Socrates painting back there? Yes it is. Yes it is. I believe it is called the Trial of Socrates, isn't it? Isn't that the painting on your Instagram? Yes, it is. Let me see. I believe that is what it's called. For some reason, I'm starting to think it has a different name. The Death of Socrates, that's what it's called. La Mort de Socrate, in French, is an oil-on-canvas painting by French painter Jacques-Louis David in 1787. In this story, Socrates has been convicted of corrupting the youth of Athens and introducing strange gods, and has been sentenced to die by drinking poison hemlock. Socrates uses his death as a final lesson to for his pupils, rather than fleeing when the opportunity rises, and faces it calmly. That's what's happening in that painting. So, just to give you guys some context for that. And I found that painting is in the public domain, so I'm using it as like this big oil painting in her hospital room. What are we doing now? I do just want to open up quickly. Just want to quickly add some colour to this. Meant to be like, you know, perfect. And then I might just darken this. And then I believe if I open up characters, Titan says, but wait, the painting isn't in the shop with Jude. It is. Where is it? Are you gonna open? Oh no, that's what I have opened. Where is it? Yeah, it's over here. That's this bit here. It is in the shot. Yeah, there it is in the final shot. It is in there. Okay, speaking of Jude, that's who I want to quickly get. No, there's not one of Jude. I need another file, isn't it? This one. Because there's that image of Jude with his gun. This one here. What I want to do basically is just get rid of the gun. Actually make him a bit smaller because he looks a bit too... does he need to be... How is he sat? Let me just see. Oh, he's all the way over here. Maybe. Yeah, maybe what I'll do is I'll quickly open up base assets. Hello, Beast Mater. Ape on the chair, he says. Yeah. The chair, there we go. That's what I want. Just get rid of Jude quickly. I'm going to switch it round. And we're going to basically change the colour. Change it to this. Change the lighting around, you see. There we go, and just going to reorganize Jude's head. Like so. And then I'm probably not going to be able to finish Jude on stream today because I've only got 5 minutes left, but I'll do the lines and then I'll finish Jude at some other point. So Jude still sat on the chair. Legendary said, Jack, have you thought of doing another live stream of all discussing with Clayton, such as playing a game or another JP Law video on Clayton's channel? Legendary, you should go subscribe to Dragon Curve. If you look up if you go on my channel, you'll see recommended channels. Look up Dragon Curve because that's a channel me and Clayton have been working on together. So that's where Clayton plays video games. I'll eventually join him maybe one day. We'll see. But I edit the videos and Clayton plays games. So if you like Clayton's content and you want him to be a bit more, you want to see him having a bit more fun, a bit more silliness, then go over to that channel. God, it's like, that'll do. That's alright, Titan of Serpents. He says, I wish I could have thought of more things to say for the stream, but oh well. That's alright, you don't have to say anything. Gary Pfeiffer says, is Jude going to tear up? He looks like it. You wimp, Jude. No, Jude's not going to tear up. Plus, I haven't finished drawing him. I'm only using this as a guide. He's like that. Jurassic Fairy says, this is surprisingly very relaxing. Good, that was the aim for these streams, to be like something that you can... You know, there's a lot of hectic ridiculousness going on in the world. If you want to take 5 minutes away from all that and just watch something relaxing, then that's what this is. And hopefully, if you want, go back and watch the other streams. They're all pretty much similar. Okay, let me just see. No, he's got a scuff on that arm, scuff on that. Yeah, okay. Okay, so if I get rid of that. The chair should be bigger. Okay, I think that is what I'm going to do for today, guys. So we managed to get a few backgrounds done. A couple of backgrounds done, and we've got this frame half finished. So if I save that... What did I save that as before? Okay, hospital room close one. There we go. So yeah, there we go, guys. Thank you very much for joining us today on this stream a la Paint. I will be back next Sunday, 12 o'clock midday UK time till 3 o'clock. Thank you, Big Shark and Never Not So Clever at This, for all the super chats. That's most kind of you. And if anyone wants to support the project with their moolah, the link is down at the bottom, the patreon.com/YouandZilla. Spread it around to everyone you know if you feel like they would like to support this project. But if not, don't worry. Thanks for coming, everyone, and I will see you next week. Bye!